Hello, I'm at Rock Park. Amber's with me. We're in the car. It's a beautiful day. We're parked in the shade. I've got an apple pie. It's right here. I got my food card reinstated, and it works. And I bought $22 worth of groceries just to see if the card worked. So I bought a nice salad and some Hawaiian punch and some Sunny D and some bread, some hot dogs. I didn't buy a lot, I just wanted to see if the card would work. Here's Pocket Champs. So I'm okay, I'm running out of money. I'll go to Starbucks today and work on my art and my computer games. Drink some coffee. Get a little jacked up on coffee. So I've been thinking about that word docs, where you don't want to reveal too much personal information about yourself on YouTube or on Facebook. I don't know. I want people to know what I'm up to. But at the same time, you have to be careful, don't you? So I watched Debbie Does Dallas yesterday. It was the first time that I had ever seen it. I watched it at Starbucks. And I could almost say that it's a good movie. There's lots of boring parts because of bad filmmaking. With a little bit more effort, they could have made a better movie. They did not know what they had going. And they didn't really know how to film a human body with some good lighting. It's a shame. The script, well, it tells a story. The dialogue was a little clunky. All they had to do was have some guy who knew what they were doing clean up and polish the dialogue a little. Would have been a lot better. I know it's just a typical naughty film at the time, but it became legendary. And I had heard about it, but I never had a chance to see it until yesterday. And the movie's famous because there's no copyright to it, because the filmmakers were too lazy to get a copyright. So now anyone can use it for anything. I could make a Debbie Does Dallas comic book, and since it's in the public domain, no one could say a thing about it. They made a musical. It's a part of our culture. Okay. Let's see. I made a little graphic. Debbie Does Dallas. If I just keep the camera here, it might show up as the thumbnail. Okay. So the story is a bunch of cheerleaders, they want to help Debbie go to Texas so she can be a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. So they have 2 weeks to raise the money, and they all decide to turn tricks to get money. Okay, that's the premise. And they're all friends, and they all want to go to Texas with her and help her out. Okay. The shower scene is way better than Porky's. Just so you know. So, do I recommend Debbie Does Dallas? Yeah, because it's part of our culture. And you can always skip through or work on other things during the boring parts. Roger Ebert saw this movie and he said it was boring. Big fat guy reviewing a naughty film is pretty funny. But there are a lot of good things about Debbie Does Dallas. The acting, of course, is really hammy. They just need a little better dialogue that made more logical sense. But there's an acting charm to what they're doing. It's so obviously fake and phony. They could have hammed it up just a little bit more. And they filmed during the daytime outside, so there's no shadows. And the indoor shots, they have bad lighting. That's the trademark of naughty films. They always have too much light, so you don't really get a feeling for the human form. Okay. But there were some little bonus things that they did in this movie that I really liked. Like, if a guy saw a girl, it showed like a scene for 1 second, either showing the girl or showing him with the girl, as if he's imagining it. That was really cool. It got into the character's mind. Alright. So there were actually some proper film techniques. Then when the boys were playing football, it wasn't even a real football field. Looked like they were playing on concrete or something. Okay. There's lots of really bad things about this movie. And Debbie's climactic scene doesn't happen until the end of the movie. So you have to sit through the whole movie just to get to Debbie. But, fortunately, some of the other girls are pretty. There's one there that she isn't that pretty in the traditional sense. But they used different kinds of girls, so that was good. Alright. So if you were to watch it with another person, it's just boring. It's a hard watch. Okay. It's okay to talk about Debbie Does Dallas on YouTube. Other people have done it. If Roger Ebert can talk about it, then so can I. So, you just type into the Google search bar Debbie Does Dallas and you can find it for free. And then the other thing is they made many sequels. Debbie Does Dallas 2, Debbie Does Dallas Again. Then they made a remake. Wow. In 2018 or something. So Debbie Does Dallas is a whole franchise that I had no idea about. I don't know if the other films are available for viewing. They gotta be somewhere on one of these sites. They're probably just as bad or worse movies. But the first one actually has a little bit of a story. Back in the day when in naughty films you had to have some kind of premise for the events to occur. Some kind of story. Now they don't even care about that. That changed. Okay. In a court of law, Debbie Does Dallas was ruled not obscene. They actually went to court over it. Okay. let's take a look outside while the lighting is still nice. I've got my pocket champ. He's riding a broom. Okay, you've seen enough of that. And if I wanted to, I could sit at that table and draw comic books. You're not supposed to smoke and drink in the park though, which makes it unfun. Rules, rules, rules. Okay. The trees are nice. Alright. Traffic going by. We're actually in the city of Sparks right now. If you just drive up that road, you will enter Reno. Well, Reno is the end of the line for me. I don't know where I'll go after this. If I become rich and successful, I guess I'd return to San Francisco. But you need a lot of money to live there, really. Okay, thanks for watching. It's a beautiful day. Be good to yourself and try and be alive.